Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. I wanted to do a reading for the collective because I thought I was going to start off in a different way, and then when I pulled my Isis cards, well, the first card that came out is the same one from yesterday. And so I pulled another one for today. So when I pulled out my Lightworker Oracle, I got the same one from yesterday. So I pulled another one out. And this is not a coincidence. This is clearly the message for those of you that are interested in the meaning of the power over 7 scorpions and the 4th ray of harmony. If you're interested in those messages, they're in my previous video. It's called something about the old flame and a new flame begins. An old flame is extinguished and a new flame begins, something like that. But these two were in that reading yesterday. So I think the energy is very important to stay conscious of. Maybe repeat the prayer, the affirmations, recognizing that there is a sense of protecting oneself from individuals that seem to either, I don't know if they're trying to test your triggers, trying to entice you to react. There's this sense of when if someone's acting out of consciousness, then it would look as if you're being targeted for an ulterior motive. But then you'll look at it from another perspective and you'll see it as anything or anyone can be a messenger if you're seeking guidance. So if you're seeking guidance, internal guidance, speaking to a higher power, higher authority, meaning higher than what you can surmise in the moment. Like you have a certain, limited capacity to make a decision on certain matters. Some things feel like they're really important choices, or some things feel like it's necessary to make the right choice for you. Like you don't want to feel, you don't want to take a leap of faith and regret it, right? So if that's the case, you're going to want to be cautious, or you're going to want to be prepared in some ways. But if that's the case, or if you feel like you well thought things out and you're open to this next phase, even though you're not quite sure what this next phase might mean yet, but you know that something's changing, and you know that something, it's like you're walking through a space that you've probably walked through before, but it's been kept from you, or it's been blocked from you, or it feels like something was holding back. Okay. I just saw recently like a clip of how a director kept 2 characters apart, and she did so that when they were ready to make that love scene, the impact of the energy of those individuals will be felt, would be more real, right? So compelling emotions, I guess you could say, are those that you can feel deeply. I hesitate because I heard something at the door. Sorry. So back to where we were. I don't want to lose train of thought here. Okay. No, there's like serious noise. Okay. So the womb space, the solar plexus or the sacral chakra. These energies have been activated in the dream state or in spirit realm. And it's like a disruption, but it's a release. It's a healthy disruption, so to speak. It's a cleansing, a purification. And then what's interesting is to prepare for the reading, I opened the page to the cards for the day. But the first ray of power, I think, is going to touch on what I'm talking about, this disruption energy. So I know I feel a little bit like I'm really not all over the place, but it feels like I might be. So I'm not going to read the power over 7 scorpions or the 4th ray of harmony. Those are in the previous videos. So we're going to go ahead and put them aside. The flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. That's the card for the day. And I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, you are entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change, instead flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. So, I'm wondering if I should read all of it or leave it that way. Well, I do want to say that those energies that are being activated, it's for the new creation. It's for this new, it's like when the womb is healed. Now this is in spirit, okay? It's not necessarily the physical. But when the spiritual womb is healed from the pain of creation, if you want to put it that way, then it's ready for the union that's meant to be between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Now that union is very much in 3D. It's coming together as two individuals that are, I guess you could say, higher conscious beings coming together. So it's like it's a first for you, it's a first for them, it's a first. It's always been a karmic dynamic. And by karmic we mean unhealed dynamics. This is the first conscientious, healed, whole partnership to come. And that's not common for two individuals that are consciously in a partnership to manifest a better way of life. And I'm not saying that unhealed relationships don't have good intentions. Unhealed relationships I'm not saying that they're not compatible. Unhealed partnerships can still be people that are in love and in good connections, but their purpose isn't for that deeper spiritual change or shift in the human consciousness. It's almost like not everyone actually signed up to participate in that type of understanding of the world, or looking at their life in that way. So, okay. Let's look at the first ray of power. The first ray of power says, is energy of conscious destruction. The first ray of power is energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. The first ray also carries a frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Moraya brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters most to you. If you are confused about which path to take or whether to continue a certain relationship, course of action, or lifestyle choice, the first ray of power will clarify matters for you. When it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed, either through circumstances seemingly beyond our own control or by our own actions based on a sudden inner knowing. And therein lies this dream that I had, and it's the symbol. I won't get into the details, but it was basically the symbol of that. It was like, it's an old thought form that was, and the message is, she's a maniac. You know the song? I don't want to sing it right now. She's a maniac, and then I heard on the low. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. All right, that's how I heard it. So this masculine thought form that is being destroyed, this could just be an ideal that it's like kind of like, okay. It's for a betterment. It's for a better way. It's like maybe the thought was too rigid, or the thought was too forceful, or it was too controlling and unwilling to see this maniac energy, so to speak, with a less judgmental way. So it's like now it's being transmuted, because truly a divine masculine will see the chaos of a young woman to be almost childlike. And at some point, you could even say charming. But that's an evolved masculine that has already done his inner work, that has already dealt with his deeper layers, and has learned to have compassion for himself. Because without that, he wouldn't have it for another. So it's like there's this father-like energy, grandfather even energy within this masculine, no matter how young he is in real form. He could be he could be very young. You could see this is the old soul energy, but this is also a wise and a very loving and a very compassionate soul that no matter how bad you think you are, or no matter how uncomfortable about who you are in ways that only they are to you, he sees right through all your insecurities. He sees right through all your fears. He sees right through all of your madness. And at the core of it all, he genuinely loves you. There is no doubt of that. There's no question of that. So it's almost like unheard of when you create these scenarios in your head about why he doesn't love you, or why he doesn't see you, or why he doesn't want to be with you. And it could be as simple as he's working, or he's busy, or and I'm not justifying bad behavior, because again, we're not talking about the masculines that manipulate and don't have, that's the other thing. That the masculine is not going to defer to, well, my sister said, and because my sister said, and then put you in kind of like a cat fight with sister. That's not normal. That a masculine will not put you, when you're in an insecure situation, is not going to put you in a confrontation or have, his sister deal with you in any way. It's like a masculine that actually has purpose resolves his issues with himself and then speaks to you in a way that you understand. And it's not, and when I say that you understand, is that it's feel it. When you get out of fear, you feel it. When you get out of fear, you know it. When you get out of fear, you trust it. And what is that? It's called confidence or faith or love or compassion or understanding, or it's an understanding. You either know we're in this together or you don't. You either know I love you or you don't. You either know what I'm about or you don't. That's the consistency of the masculine. And if that's not what is there, then that is not in your best interest. And it's just that simple, yet so complex. And I realize that I don't miss the emotional inconsistencies that were once my life. I don't miss that. Miss. Thank you. Notes, baby. All right. We're not going to go too deep into the notes, but let's just say I was having a very good conversation with Spirit yesterday. Something to do with Virgo or Aries energy, okay? And travels, 9th house energies, 7th house energies. We're talking relationships, traveling could be highlighted at this time. There's a past energy that wants you to give in to the connection. It's a past energy that wants you, this person considers you their prisoner. They think that they've imprisoned your heart in some way. That's a no. What is the energy that it wants you to feel? To miss. They want you to miss, okay? And at the root of the word to miss is to send or transmit. It's a missile directed at a target. What they're looking for is for you to miss your target, for you to fail to hit or reach or come into contact with something that you're aiming for. So if you're trying to manifest your divine partner, if you're excuse us, that's not the term. There's no trying here. When you're manifesting what is yours. That pull, that magnetic pull, that some can consider a black hole, that some can look at and say, oh my God, what's going on here? I'm falling into the abyss. When you feel that, all the antennas go up around you. And anyone that doesn't want you to leave them out of fear, out of control, out of, and it's not, how do I put it? You leave them in the sense that their grab on you is no longer, let's say, is no longer permanent, for sure, but is no longer affecting you. They thought they had a grip on you. They thought they had they were like an overseer in that. It's like that they controlled that aspect of you, whatever that aspect is for you, okay? It's like when it comes maybe to love, however they felt that they had you on lock, or however they felt that they had you stuck, not to go into your next phase. That's what they were. That was the energy that this person was trying to bring you into that. So it's like, okay, so maybe I have to go deeper. It's like this person could have put you in a very dark energy. But when you look at it unbiased, in a sense, like, okay, I don't care what they think they're going to try to do by putting me in a lower frequency, but let's see it from another perspective. Spirit can only use what's available to put you in certain frequencies. So if you're not creating that for yourself to be in a dark energy, it's going to use certain individuals that you may not want to interact with, or that you may not want to interact in those ways with, to put you in that energy. But it's like, okay, so what would be the point? Not to rise. What would be the point to be grounded, to be anchored in to it's almost like into the center of a hurricane? Why can't I be in the sky looking at the hurricane? Why does someone have an interest in putting me in the center of the eye of a hurricane? Okay, that's the question. And then I got that they're trying to pay a debt, but it is to do with you, but you are indirectly connected to this energy. And there is something called Loosh energy. And I was thinking, are they trying to activate your reactivity so that they can harvest that energy? And so much came through yesterday with this. That same energy from the past, this energy you're moving forward into, there is a connection. Maybe not directly, but spiritually, the connection looks like this. It's like a message. One of those Morse goes, hey, this one here, yeah, this one's bad. This one's bad. And is going to be expensive. That's the message that your true divine energy received before they were fully healed. While they were in the healing process, they received the message that you were bad and expensive. Take that energy as you will. So how the two energies are involved is, and how is he? In other words, it was a thief that stole everything from him. So now he's asking, how is he? Where did he fall for you? Now I hope this is making sense to you. But you're attracting an energy that was hesitant to interact with you. It paused your connection. Now, take it again as you will. This could be someone that you're attracting back into your life that didn't fully manifest into a full relationship, or it can be a completely new person. But the point is, it's for you to go to the next phase of your love journey. It's for that person that's prepared to go into the next level of their love journey. And when the two of you come together, because you're both ready to go into the next level of your love journey, this isn't a repeat the past mistakes. This isn't, I'm going to be who I once was. This is your new beginning as your embodied full self. This is this person's new beginning as their embodied new self. So when those energies are coming together, they're very powerful for the collective. And those that are not quite there are going to get shaken up. They're going to get shaken up because now they are being kind of like pulled in by this magnetic field that you create. And it's like alarms going off. Hey, we need to upgrade, or hey, we need to change, or hey, we need to get grounded here, or hey, we need to get a grip on things. Whatever it is, get anchored in. And I think that's why this past energy knows the power of your anchoring gifts, your ability to be grounded amidst chaos. And I believe that for the highest good you're doing this. You're not being used by this individual, but the entity that individual is attached to knows the power of the energy that you are. And they know that you know that you know that they know. So it's like, you know when you're serving your purpose and how you're serving your purpose, but they're not utilizing you. You pick up on that this energy from the past had I guess you could say, due to the lack of healing on that level, the past masculine, the masculine to come, had a similar signature. The past version, the unhealed version, gave a ping to the future version that is healed. And not the same person, could be a different body. The point is the energy coming through is that when this person has healed, they can see why this person was considering you a maniac. The unhealed version, the false version of the divine feminine energy. And so that in itself caused a ripple effect of some sort. And then all the healing that has taken place, all of this journeying into the, removal of the illusions, the removal of illusions, and being able to sit with and be in presence and truth, acceptance and compassion, grace, however you want to look at it. But being able to have all the illusions being removed and still being able to appreciate what is there and seeing it instead of, oh no, my illusions fell apart and this is it, this is my reality. No, instead of feeling that, you're like, I'm so grateful that this is my reality. Gratitude. So I feel like that missed the spot or missed the mark kind of energy. For some it could be personal, and they could think that, I'm going to get one up on you. They could think that that's what that is, but they're just being used by an entity to attack your frequency, and your frequency is connected to your masculine. And that's that friction that seems to be kind of wanting to interfere so that you don't make the connection with your masculine. They'll do whatever it takes for the union not to be, because the union will challenge the way that they be. It is going to challenge how they be, because you know what it takes to stand in faith. You know what it takes to walk your talk. You know what it takes to really stand in a truth that you know is not, that is purposely being neglected, or purposely being denied, or purposely being mistreated in a certain way because it's unfamiliar or different, or to this or to that. It's like, who do you think you are? Energy. And it's like simply being different, no matter what it is and how it is. Even if your ideal for a relationship is judged, you know what you're being guided to. And that's the part that makes them wonder, like how dare you stand on something that you can't prove, is kind of like how they're seeing it. But these are also the same types of individuals that don't believe in the, they don't know, let me not say believe, they don't know the existence of God presence. So they don't know the existence of God presence. They won't understand your faith in a divine union. They don't understand the concept of divine union. Divine union is based on authenticity. Authenticity means actually being who you say you are. Having integrity and having a certain level of purpose for a greater life. A lot of people have pipe dreams. A lot of people have wishful thinking. A lot of people talk a lot of talk. The other message that came through was, developing your voice to speak your truth isn't always to speak. Developing your voice has a lot to do with listening. Just listening and feeling what you're listening. Feel what you listen to. Whether it's music or someone speaking, when you feel, instead of trying to be in the word salads, or be in the noise of it. Instead of being in the noise of it, listening is also part of developing your voice. Some people think developing your voice means speaking louder, saying more stuff, being more hurtful, more, me. No, to some extent, yes, developing the confidence of your inner voice, you're going to be able to speak me, truth. I speak my truth. When you do that, you're able to do it from a place, that's just your confidence, and yes, you might feel that, side attack of, judgments of people thinking that you're thinking. See, thinking that you're thinking. It's like, don't think what you think I think. I don't care. Because what they think, it's like, first we got to establish, well, who are you? Oh, I just saw another meme yesterday that was Descartes, the one that says, was it him? I think, therefore I am. And then it says, when he realizes that he because he is, or because he thinks nobody else exists. It was, I don't know what the hell. That was just. I guess that's all, folks. Is that all? Well, for now it is. I'll come back with another message. So take care.